If you've played strategy RPG games like Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea, then you're familiar with the type of game World Without End is. You have your characters, you have your enemies, and you take turns moving and attacking in a strategic chess-like fashion until you win or die. What's different about this game is that it is completely free roam. You have total freedom to run about the entire overworld, like in Zelda, and when you run into enemies, you will start the fight right there. There will be no load times in this game. The enemies are located in pre-designated areas on the map. There are no random battles. And once you beat your enemies, you guide your characters to the next battleground. This is the world map. It's about 60 by 80 inches big and 2 gigabytes in size. It's the biggest piece of art I've ever done. It's also completely continuous. You can go from one area to another with no loading in between areas. The character sprites for the main characters have a 6-frame run cycle and an 8-way directional walk. That's more than some game companies with an actual team behind them, but to be fair, I could only do 4 directions for the enemies because I just got tired. Now, the bosses I drew in segments so they could be animated in a more fluid style. That's being worked on right now, so I don't know when I'll have a video of that ready. This game is not experience-based. This will allow for more challenge and longevity since you will never become overpowered just by grinding. Character customization is at the heart of this game. You spend battle points gaining new skills for your characters. The game's difficulty will depend entirely on your own strategy and playstyle. Now, as for the story, needless to say, you can't have an RPG without it. Unfortunately, I can't delve too much into the story without spoiling anything. Our hero wakes up with no idea who he is and runs into his party members who apparently know so much about him they can even predict his every thought and action. One way or another, I will finish this game. I'm hoping to get it done by the fall. Kickstarter is the place to be if you want to help make it happen. Anyone who pledges a donation will get their names in the credits as a contributor. And I'll be making exclusive postcards and prints, even an actual game manual. Everything will be signed by me, of course. High-end contributors can even become an official playtester of the game.